Hello and welcome to Scryers Emporium. This is Charlotte.
And Ben.
And welcome to our Scryers Friday Night Magic. Today we're playing a commander game and I am playing with Cathril Aspect Warper.
And I am playing with Volo, Guide to Monsters, Dungeons and Dragons deck.
Yes. So first time playing with both of these, first time using them against each other, so we'll see how this pans out.
Yep, so we're all set up and ready for a game. So we'll roll to see who goes first.
Yes. I've got a 1.
6.
First. Playing with my lovely Theros artwork cards from the mountains.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to mulligan.
I may have to too. Although I always say I'll never mulligan, I'll just deal with what I'm dealt. But should I mulligan? Yeah.
Oh my god, this is terrible. Yeah, you might have to cut and slice this up until we actually get a fucking playable hand.
More editing.
I'm sure I did put enough in here. God.
And it's your go first.
No problem, no problem. So, draw, play an island, pay 1, bag of holding. Whenever I discard a card, exile that card from my graveyard. I can pay 2 to draw a card, then discard a card, or pay 4, tap it, sacrifice bag of holding to return all cards exiled to owner's hand.
My go.
Yep.
Draw for turn. Place down a forest with the nice artwork. And that's all I can do for now. You'll go.
Okay, untap, draw. An island, pay 2 for star compass. Over to you.
Draw for turn. Place a swamp. And I'm going to turn to bring in Scholar Grove Dancer. Oh, enchant a creature. Whenever a land card is put into your graveyard from anywhere, you gain a life, and then you can use 2 mana plus a forest, put the top card of your library into your graveyard.
Cool, cool. And over to you.
Draw for 10. I'm going to put down a plains. And I'm going to bring in Pilgrim of the Ages. When the Pilgrim of the Ages enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic plains card, reveal it and put it in your hand, then shuffle.
Cool.
And then I can turn 6 and return Pilgrim of the Ages from your graveyard to your hand.
A few moments later.
The nice artwork, but they're tough to deal. Right, and I will swing for 2.
Take the 2. My go?
Yep.
Play in a forest. And then we will pay 4 to bring in Volo. And is your go.
Okay, I'm going to put in the plains, and I'm going to turn that in a swamp, and I'm going to bring in Silver Quill Silencer. A Silver Quill Silencer enters the battlefield. Choose a non-land card name. Whenever an opponent casts a spell with the chosen name, they lose 3 life and you draw a card. I am going to choose Volo.
Okay, Volo gets monsters.
Yep. And I am going to end there. Your go.
Okay, untap, draw. Okay, so I'm going to pay 2 for a Null Hunter. So with Volo's ability, whenever you cast a creature spell that doesn't share a creature type with a creature you control or a creature card in your graveyard, copy that spell. So I get another Null Hunter. So because I don't have exact copies of every single card in my deck, I will use a generic card. Okay, so I'm going to be playing using my Minecraft advertisement card as a token for the Null. So whenever I bring any more creatures out, I'll put them underneath that. So there's 2 Null Hunters there on the field. Okay, and then I will play nothing else. Okay, I'm going to activate Bag of Holding's ability. Pay 2, tap 2. Tap 2, tap that to draw a card, then discard a card. I'm going to discard Aggressive Mammoth, but with Bag of Holding's ability it goes into exile. So over to you.
I'm going to pay these and bring in Victory's Envoy. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control.
Cool.
And that's it.
Okay, my turn. Untap. Draw. Okay, I'm going to pay 1, 2, and 3 for Hadana's Climb, which is a legendary enchantment. At the beginning of combat on my turn, I can put a +1/+1 counter on target creature I control. Then if that creature has 3 or more +1/+1 counters on it, transform Hadana's Climb. And then I will pay 2 and tap Bag of Holding for its ability to draw a card, and then discard a card, discarding Purple Worm, and it's going into exile. And then I will play a land for turn. Beginning of combat, I will put a +1/+1 counter on Volo, and then I will attack with 2 2/2s.
I'm going to block with that one. It's a 3/3.
Okay.
So it kills one of them.
Yep.
And I'll take the 2. The other one. Mega?
Yep.
Untap. Draw for turn. Ooh. So I'm going to put on a Scoured Baron. Scoured Barons enter the battlefield tapped. I am going to bring on Daemogoth Woe Eater.
Wow, okay.
At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature. When you sacrifice Daemogoth Woe Eater, each opponent discards a card. You draw a card and you gain 2 life.
Okay, cool.
Okay. And I'm going to swing with my 3/3.
Okay, when is it you have to... Is it at the end in your...
Beginning of your upkeep.
Of your upkeep, okay, that's interesting. I will take the 3, puts me to 15. Puts me to 35 even.
Yep.
Okay, untap. Okay, I'm going to pay 3, tapping that for a green, to bring in Varys Silvermoon Ranger. Legendary creature rule kicks in here because even though I would get a token from Volo, I believe I can only have 1 legendary creature out on the field at the time.
Right.
So there won't be another copy of him.
Okay.
So yeah, he's out. He's got reach, and whenever I cast a creature or planeswalker, venture into a dungeon, and this ability triggers only once each turn. And when I complete a dungeon, I get a 2/2 green wolf. I will then pay 2 to bring in Mystic Skull. I can pay 1 to add 1 mana of any colour and tap it, or pay 5 and transform Mystic Skull. Okay, and then finally I'm going to tap 2 for Bag of Holding and tap to draw a card and discard a card. I will... Oh, yeah, I can play a land for turn. I don't think I played a land.
I don't think you have, yeah.
Oh, that's fine. And then I'm going to discard this. I should have discarded a card with that, but I drew the land, discarding a blue instant.
Yeah.
Okay, so at the beginning of combat on my turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. And then I will not attack. Over to you.
Okay. That enters the battlefield tapped, the Winterbloom campus. I am going to activate this ability. I'm going to pay a forest and 2. And I'm going to put the top card of my library into my graveyard.
Oh, don't forget you should have done this with your upkeep.
Oh yeah. I'm going to sacrifice Pilgrim of the Ages. Yeah. And then, so whenever a land card is put into your graveyard from anywhere, you gain a life, but it wasn't a land card, it was an artifact card. And then I'm going to pay 3 and bring in Not Vault Recluse, and it has reach.
Cool. Big spider.
Yeah, big fat spider. I'm going to attack with that, and that's it.
Okay, there's no other funky abilities, it's just a 7/6, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a 7/6.
I'll block it with my Null. I'm not taking that damage just yet.
Okie doke, you go.
Okay, I'm going to pay 3 to play Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Each opponent exiles cards from the top of their library until that player has exiled cards with total mana value of 20 or more. So, yeah, you're not going to like that. But
how do you know?
Also, you've realised some of your cards rely on graveyard abilities.
Well, have you looked at my commander? Whatever's in my graveyard, if I bring that on, I put those counters on the other creatures.
But you've got a cast your commander, haven't you, to...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's when it's cast, so I have to build up my graveyard.
Oh, right.
Until...
Oh dear.
I've got loads.
Well, that's too late now. It's on the field.
You've done it. You've done it now. So how much? 20.
So just exile cards and count the mana in the top corner.
A few moments later.
A land. Whenever a land is put into your graveyard from anywhere, you gain a life.
Okay, gain a
Thanks
life.
for that. So what's that?
A land doesn't count as anything, so it's 6 for
so
now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
A few moments later.
11.
Well, that doesn't count as 1, so...
sorry.
So it's 10. Gain
Get
another life. Oh dear.
Yeah, You maybe should have thought about this before you started whacking this out. Oh.
Oh God.
11. 12, 13, 14. That's the Angelic Accord.
A few moments later.
Okay. Dang it. And then I guess I'll play pay 3 finally on my main phase to bring in Reclamation Sage, Volo's Guide to Monsters ability, get a copy of that creature. Whenever I cast a creature, I venture into a dungeon. So let's choose the dungeon. Okay, so we're going to bring in Tomb of Annihilation. So I'm going to use my D2. So we're in the first room. Each player loses 1 life.
I am fine with that.
I knew you would be. That's it. So beginning of combat, put a +1/+1 counter on that. When there's 3 counters on target creature, transform Hadana's Climb into the Winged Temple of Orazka. So add 1 mana of any mana colour to your mana pool, or pay 3. And target creature I control gains flying and +X+X, where X is its power. So if I did that to Volo, he would become a he's a 6/5 at the moment, so he'd become a 12/10.
Yeah.
If I was to do that to him. Okay, so I'm not going to do Bag of Holding because I've got nothing else to discard really. So over to you, and I'm not attacking.
A few moments later.
Yeah, so just explaining to you all, I forgot to use this ability at the beginning of my upkeep last time.
And because this is kitchen table magic, I'm going to allow the replay from last turn.
We're being nice. Anyway, I'm going to do this one first. I'm going to do this because it's only bringing him out, so I'm just going to do that. But I'm going to put the tokens on for this ability. No, I put that
So
one
you've discarded that card with that ability, yeah?
Yeah. And
Cool.
I've just put them on.
And does that not get another +1?
No, because I brought that out first last time.
Oh, you did, yeah.
So it's just these 2 that get 2.
That one had triggered, yeah.
On, I've untapped and I'm going to draw for turn. See what I can do. So I'm going to activate this ability. And I'm going to put the top card of my library into my graveyard. Stuff it. I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to attack with 8.
No, it's a 9/8.
9/8. 4/4. And 5/3.
These 2 will block that and that. And then I'll take 4.
Okay.
My go?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to pay 4 to bring in Bullet, which I'll get a copy of because of Volo, because I'm pretty sure I don't have any beasts in my graveyard or the battlefield. I will do Winged Temple of Orazka's ability, where I'll pay 3. 1 green, 1 blue, and 1 of anything. Tap this, target creature gains flying and gets +X+X, where X is its power. So it becomes a 12/10, as mentioned earlier. Oh, forgot to do this ability there. So when a creature enters the battlefield, I venture into a dungeon. So we're going to go into the Veils of Fear. Each player loses 2 life unless they discard a card. I have no cards to discard.
Discard a card. Okay.
And then, yeah, so Volo will attack you for 12 and he's flying. And that is the end of my turn.
Okay. So, at the beginning of my upkeep, I discard a card. And I also put a counter on each of my creatures.
And are you going to choose a creature to sacrifice?
I just did.
Oh, did you? Oh, sorry, you got rid of your spider, didn't
I
you?
sacrificed my spider with reach.
Yep.
Okay, and I'm going to draw for turn. Okay, so Blossoming Sand enters the battlefield tapped. When Blossoming Sands enters the battlefield, you gain a life. So, thank you very much. I am going to get this ability and pay that. And I'm going to do it. F it, let's go. I'm going to bring in Catherall. So when Catherall Aspect Warper enters the battlefield, put a flying counter on any creature you control if a creature in your graveyard has flying. Repeat this process for First Strike, Double Strike, Death Touch, Hexproof, Indestructible, Lifelink, Menace, Reach, Trample and Vigilance. Then put a +1/+1 counter on Catherall for each counter you put on a creature this way.
A few moments later.
So I am going to attack with that, attack with that, and attack with that.
And is this that's going to be that's attacking for 10, isn't it? Which is flying. And what, just that or that as well?
That, but it has vigilance.
Of course, yeah. And that's 5.
Yeah, and I'm going to attack with that one as well.
Great, okay.
It's a 3/3.
Menace needs to be blocked with 2 creatures, I believe. So you're dealing 5 there, 3 there. And that's flying, for God's sake. Oh, God. I wanted to keep Varys, but I might have to sacrifice it. Varys is going to block your flyer because he's got reach. The token will block this, and then I'll take 3.
Oh, so if you're going to block that one, then you'd have to block with more than one.
Yeah, yeah. So is that the end of your Murderous turn?
Murderous? Yeah.
What's it gonna be? Jeez. Right then. Draw a card. Awesome. Forest. I'm gonna pay 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to transform Mystic Skull into a 5/6, and then I have to tap it to transform it, and then I now have lands you control have tap, add 1 mana of any colour for a Mystic Monstrosity. I'll do it next turn. Right, pay 3 on this, 1 green and 1 blue, and 1 of anything. Target creature I control gains flying and +X/+X. I will swing for 12.
I'm going to take it, I think. And then 1. Yep. Right, might go?
Yep.
Okay. So, I'm going to activate this at the beginning of Upkeep first. So, I'm going to put a token on there. A token on there. A token on there. Beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature. Now, that's given me quite good abilities. But out of the others, it's the weakest.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm going to sacrifice that. I haven't unturned or drawn for turn.
Well, it's still your upkeep.
It's still my upkeep, right? And then I'm drawing for turn. And I'm going to bring in Titan Hunter. 1, 2, 3, 4, sorry, 5. Bringing Titan Hunter at the beginning of each player's end step. If no creatures died this turn, Titan Hunter deals 4 damage to that player.
Wow, okay.
And then I can sacrifice it and I gain 4 life if I want. might not do that just yet. I'm actually going to activate that ability and put the top one into my graveyard. I am going to swing, swing and swing. So that is
11.
11.
6.
6. And
8.
8.
11, 6 and 8. So that is 19. 25. I'm on 25. Who's dealing the most damage there? So I'm going to have to block your commander with that because it's the only thing I can really do. It's the only thing I can do because that's dealing the most. So I'm going to take, what was that again? 11 plus 6 is 15. Puts me down to 10.
11 plus 6 is 17, not 15.
Okay, yeah, it's 17. Ignore me then.
8.
8. Grr. Okay, I'm going to pay 2 to cycle this card, discard this card and draw a card. Okay, I'm going to bag of holding... Ooh, wait, no. I will do... Okay, I'm going to pay 4. Tap in bag of holding and sacrificing it to return all exiled cards with bag of holding back to my hand. Playing a land for turn for Evolving Wilds. I will then pay 2 and 3 for Gale Strike. Return tapped creature to its owner's hand. It's going to have to be that, so it loses all its tokens and everything.
I know.
Right, so it's my turn. I'm going to end my turn here, but no creatures have died, have they? So what's Titan Hunter's ability again?
At the beginning of each player's end step, if no creatures died this turn, Titan Hunter deals 4 damage to that player.
Oh my god.
Goodbye.
My god. 4 damage.
Yeah. Right, my go? Untap everything. Right. Just for the shits and gigs, I'm going to pay 3 and bring in Heraldic Banner. As Heraldic Banner enters the battlefield, choose a colour. Creatures you control of that chosen colour get +1, +0. I'm going to choose green.
Okay.
So that's those 2. So that's now 7, and that is now
9.
9, yeah. For the shits and gigs, I'm going to play Rite of Oblivion. So as an additional cost to this spell, sacrifice a non-land permanent, which I can sacrifice that, can't I? Because it's a non-land permanent.
Yes.
So I'm going to sacrifice that. Exile target non-land permanent. I'm going to exile that.
Right.
I'm
going to put it back in my commander zone.
And I'm going to swing with everything I got.
Game.
Yeah.
That is a really good deck. I do like what you've done there.
Me and Kristian have built a great deck. Kristian is Ben's brother. Shout out to Kristian.
So he was the one that saw that creature.
He saw that creature and decided to go through all of my cards. Bless him, he helped me pick out cards. I mean, I fleshed it out because he only selected a few. I need to tweak a few things, but it was very handy that you asked me to exile all those cards, because I was like, because this one, I think he chose that one himself. So whenever a land card, you gain a life, but then you can sacrifice them to keep going through your deck. I think I need one that it says spells cost X less to cast, maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
If I can find something in there, but yeah.
No, that's pretty good. I mean, obviously I feel with my deck, I didn't get going quick enough.
Yeah.
I really needed more creatures to begin with. I mean, I got some interesting combos going off in some plays and stuff. But yeah, more games of these, and I think we'll master and tinker with the decks. I think these are going to be good personal decks for the future, I think.
Yeah, we'll use these again another week and see how we get on.
Yeah, for definite. I think it'd be good as well to actually get some actual Commander staple cards as well.
Yeah.
Like Soul Ring and things like that.
Yeah, we're missing Soul Rings.
But yeah, that's been our Friday Night Magic. Our nice 1v1 Commander game. Don't forget to comment down below, like and subscribe. Check out the links in the description, as there's links to our Facebook page, our eBay page, and also some links to some Magic groups as well. But yeah, thank you for watching, thank you for sticking around with us, guys.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye for now.